Hello, good morning, students. So far, we have seen what is journal and how the entries should be passed in the book of journal. Now we have come to the next chapter, number 4, ledger, and how the postings should be made in the ledger. Journal passing entries. This is the term what an accountancy student must use. Passing entries. And in ledger, it is posting. Ledger posting. Posting entries. You should show the difference. A common man can say passing entries in the journal, passing entries in the ledger. But here it is posting. Why it is called posting? Because this is not the first book an accountant is preparing. The first one is the journal. From the journal, the entries are transferred, that is posted to another book called ledger. So, the first use of an accountant, or what is the first book which is used by an accountant, is the journal. The next one is the ledger. What is the necessity for preparing a ledger? I will tell you after doing a problem, then we will come back to the theory part once again. Now I am passing on to the exercise, problem number 1. 1 from the exercise. Journalize the following transactions and post them to ledger. So, what are the 3 transactions? For those 3 transactions, we should pass entries in the ledger. As you know well, we have seen in many problems the format, date, particulars, and a ledger folio, rupees file. Okay, this is date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. This we can say, or we can subdivide it once again for rupees and pies. What we have seen already in the chapter number 3. And this is in the books of what you should write in the books of dash, because no name is given in this problem. Journalize the following transaction is only given. So next, journal entries. And for the date, it is 2016 January 1st. 2016 January 1st. What is the first journal entry? Started business with cash. So cash comes into the business, cash account data. Whatever the things brought into the business when it is commenced, They are all called generally capital. So this is, and also the capital will appear on the credit. So cash account debtor to capital account. Narration is business started. Whatever the term given in the problem, you use the same. Business started. Business started. The amount is 10,000. Amount is 10,000. Yes. For the debit in the debit column, for the credit in the credit column. After first on fifth, once again you just recall the three golden rules. Personal account, real account, nominal account, debits and the credits. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Debit all expenses and losses. Credit all incomes and gains. These are the three golden rules. Using this, the first transaction is given here as a journal entry. The first one is started business with cash. So cash comes in, it is a capital, therefore cash account debtor to capital account. The first one is over. Then on fifth, paid into bank. On fifth, paid into bank. Paid into bank means what is paid into bank or what can be paid into bank? Only cash can be paid into bank. Once the cash is paid into bank, whether this rule will be applicable here? Who is receiving the cash? Bank is receiving the cash. Therefore, bank is the receiver. Cash paid into bank. Therefore, bank is the receiver. Therefore, bank account debtor. Debit rule over. Then go to the credit rule. Giver. Anybody, anything giver there? No. Anything goes out? Yes, what goes out? Cash goes out. Bank account debtor to cash account. Bank account debtor to cash account. The amount is 5,000. 5,000. Narration paid into bank. Paid into bank. After fifth, seventh, purchased goods from Ram for cash. Purchased goods from Ram for cash. When goods are purchased, any receiver? No. Anything comes in, goods comes in. And we are not supposed to write, since goods comes in, we cannot write goods account debtor. Here, on accountancy principle, we should remember, if goods are purchased, purchases account debtor. Actually, with the normal rule, if you think of it, first one receiver nothing, what comes in, goods comes in, therefore goods account debtor you may write, but this accountancy principle or rules does not permit to write goods account at all. You should not write it. Instead, if goods are purchased, purchases account at all, you should write. நான் முன்னால் சொல்லியிருக்கிறேன், குட்ஸ் அதாவது மிஷினரி வாங்கினா மிஷினரி கம்ஸ் இன், therefore மிஷினரி அக்கௌண்ட் டேட்டா. பில்டிங் வாங்கினா பில்டிங் கம்ஸ் இன், therefore பில்டிங் அக்கௌண்ட் டேட்டா. Whatever the furniture, if furniture is bought, furniture account data. But when goods are purchased, we cannot write goods account data, but we should use the term purchases account data. Okay, right. 2. Goods from ROM for cash. Go to the credit rules, any given? No. Anything goes out? Yes, cash goes out. Therefore, purchases account data to cash account. This is purchase from ROM. Even you can write cash purchase from ROM. You can write it. The amount is 1000. ₹1,000. So these are the 3 transactions we done. For this you are supposed to pass journal entries and make postings in the ledger. So now what you are supposed to do, you should prepare ledger accounts here. But for want of space, I will pass on to the other step or the other stage after a few seconds. In problem number 1, I read the heading first. Journalize the following transactions and post them to ledger, I said. So far we have only journalized. Now we are going to post the entries in the ledger. For that we should make some arrangements. The first one, journal we have seen. From the journal you can try, but for my reference I am writing roughly cash, capital. This is for my reference, roughly 10,000. And payment to bank, cash 5,000. Then purchases, purchase account data to cash goes out, cash. Okay. These are the 3 journal entries we have passed already. Now for these journal entries, we must find out the number of accounts available in it. What are the accounts available here? Cash account. Then next one, capital account. Third one, bank account. Fourth one, purchases account. We need not repeat the same account. Cash account, cash. 3 places it is coming. We need not write it 3 times. Only one time if it is okay. Then the second one, capital account. Third one, bank account. Fourth one, purchase account. For all the cash, one account we have written. Now, what we are going to do, we are post the entries. We are going to post them in the ledger. For that, what we must do, we must know the format of the ledger. That is the important thing. Okay, I shall teach you very slowly. Listen carefully. After doing journal, the ledger is not so much difficult. Only thing, the entries are transferred. How it should be transferred, that alone you should know. And before that, you should know the format. Date, particulars, journal folio, amount. The same thing on the right hand side also. Date, particulars, journal folio, amount ₹5. Amount ₹5. Date, particulars. In the journal, we wrote ledger folio. This is a ledger, we should write journal folio, JF. Then the next column is amount. Amount, ₹5. Then date, 1, 2, 3, 4 columns on the left hand side and the same 4 columns on the right hand side. In the terms of accountancy, we should say 4 columns on the debit side and 4 columns on the credit side. Generally, in common language, we say left hand side and right hand side. But here, in terms of accountancy, we say this is debit side and this is credit side. Date, particulars, journal folio, JF, journal folio, amount, ₹5. ₹5. Here also for the date. What should be the first ledger? Cash account is the first ledger. So we can write the cash account at the center. Cash account. How to write it? Yes, good. I showed you in the other class. You can take this one page for journal. How you will write here date, particulars, ledger folio, debit ₹5, credit ₹5, you will write like this. You will use a single page. Whereas for the preparation of ledger, you should use both the sides. Both the sides. So this side debit side, this side credit side. That is why in ledger we used to write DR, debtor, and this corner creditor. We should use DR, CR. That represents that this is the debit side, the debtor side, and this one is the credit side, creditor side. You should remember. So you must use the notebook for ledger, both the sides. Here date, particulars, JF. In the journal you will write ledger folio, LF. In the ledger you will write journal folio, JF. Okay, right. The same 4. That after that JF, you can use any one of these 2 columns for amount. Then you pass on to the other side. date, particulars, JF, amount. So you should use both the sides of the notebook for the preparation of ledger. Okay, now we shall pass on to the post-its now. This is very important. Since I am saying very important, don't think it is very difficult, very simple. If you know the journal entries correctly, the preparation of ledger is very, very easier. Very, very easier one. Don't forget it. Very easy it is. So the first one, what is the journal entry you have written? Cash account debtor to capital account. Since there are two sides here, our aim is on what side we should make the posting. Whether it should be on the debit side or it should be on the credit side. We must remember that. We are preparing the ledger for cash account. One more thing I should tell you. I did not tell you about that. Listen now, where you should write the heading, no? Since you are using both the sides of the notebook, you should write the cash here, account here, because that is the center space. Not this side cash account fully or this side cash account fully. So you should write it at the center. Here cash, here account. This is the middle space for both the sides. Okay? Right. That's why I have written here. See, with this debit is over, I have written cash, and on the credit side I have written account. This is cash account. Okay, now we are preparing the ledger for cash account. Go to the journal entry. The first one, cash account debtor to capital account. The second journal entry, bank account. Roughly I am writing debtor to cash account. The third journal entry, purchases account debtor to cash account. Right, this is 10,000, 5,000. Okay. Just now I started saying which side we should make the posting. Since we are preparing cash account, we must see where the cash account is. Where the cash account is? On the debit side. So we should pass entry on the debit side. From the first journal we found the cash account is on the debit side. Therefore we should pass entry on the debit side only. So what we must write? Not the cash account, but we should write the other account which is coming along with it. That is the capital account. To capital account. The amount is 10,000. The date 2016 January 1st. I repeat once again, where you should make the post. Because since you are learning it for the first time, I repeat once again. There are two sides, the debit side and the credit side. We should pass entry only on one side of the ledger. Where we must pass entry, it depends upon where it is appearing. See the journal. In the journal, cash account is appearing on the debit. So the entry should be made on the debit side only. But not the cash account, the other account which is coming along with it. Cash account ledger prepare பண்றோம். அப்படி போடும்போது அது டெபிட்ல இருக்கு, அதனால டெபிட்ல என்ட்ரி போடணும். பட் டெபிட்ல என்ட்ரி போடும்போது அதே கேஷ் அக்கௌண்ட்னு போடக்கூடாது, அது கூட என்ன வருதோ அதை போடணும். That is the entry to capital account. So in the second journal entry, the cash account is on the credit. On the credit, therefore we should pass entry on the credit side only. And what is coming along with this cash? Bank account, therefore by bank account. Amount is 5,000. Date, it is on 5th 2016 January. So in the next journal entry, cash is appearing on the credit side, therefore the entry must be or the posting must be on the credit side, but not the cash account which is coming along with it, that is bank account we should write. Okay, then we shall pass on to the third one, where the cash account appears on the credit side. Therefore, we should pass entry on the credit side only. The date for this is 7th. Credit side only we should make the posting, but instead of this cash, what we should write? Purchases account we should write. Therefore, by purchases account. By purchases account it is 1,000. Before closing this lecture, I repeat once again what you should remember and what you should write. See, once you are given some transactions, you are passing journal entries. These are the 3 journal entries. We have done in the correct format already. For my purpose, for the preparation of lecture, I have written roughly. Okay? Right. How many accounts are there? There are cash account, capital account, bank account, purchases account. The cash account is repeated so many times, we don't bother about it. Only once we should prepare that account. Okay, so out of these 3 journal entries, we are supposed to prepare 4 ledgers. How many ledgers we are supposed to prepare? 4 ledgers. That is 1, this is 2, 3, 4. 4 ledgers we must prepare. First ledger is cash account. So I have given the heading cash account. And what are the headings we should write? There are 2 sides for a ledger. One on the debit side, other one on the credit side. That is first of left hand side of debit, right hand side of credit. The same 4 columns on both the sides. This debit side, date, particulars. Here this in the journal ledger folio, in the ledger journal folio, opposite. Then amount rupees 5. The same 4 columns for the credit also we have written. Okay, now that. Now how we should post the entry, how the postings should be made inside it. And we should prepare first the cash account. So where does the cash account appears in the journal? I said very many times, first line for debit, second line for credit. First line debit. Therefore, cash account appears on the debit side. Therefore, the entry must be on the debit side of the ledger only, but not the cash account. What account is coming along with this cash? Capital is coming along with this cash. Therefore, we should write the capital account. Then go to the next journal entry. In the second journal entry, cash account appears on the credit. Therefore, the entry should be on the credit, not this cash account, which is coming along with it, that is bank account. We should write the bank account. Then the third one, where the cash account appears on the credit, but the cash account value is 1,000. It is appearing on the credit. Therefore, postings must be on the credit. What? not the cash account, but which is coming along with the purchases account. Therefore, you write the purchases account. You should have noted one point. What all I have written on the debit side, I used to do. What all I have written on the credit side, I used to buy. Whatever the posting you make in the ledger, debit side with to credit side with buy. Now I have made all the postings required for cash account. I finished it. Now I am going to close the ledger. Listen how I am closing. This is the next important point. Close the ledger by leaving a line. After this first line, this is second line. Then after this you leave a line, third line. Then you close the ledger. Close the ledger. How to close? You should write the total first. Here, debit total 10,000, credit total only 6,000. Listen carefully, this is another important aspect. Which is greater total, debit total 10,000, credit total 6,000. Therefore, debit total is greater. So, you write the greater total on both the sides. Write the greater total on both the sides. After writing the greater total, some amount is missing. Which side? This side okay 10,000. This side 4,000 is missing. 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 4, 10,000. 4,000 is missing. That missing amount is called the balancing figure. So that should be written by balance. Carry down. Balance carried down. The balancing amount or the balancing figure should be noted as by balance carried down. And this side carried down, then in the opposite side, balance brought down. Balance brought down. The same amount. Whatever the amount you have written for carried down, the same amount here for brought down also. For carried down, you should write the last date of the month. For January, it is 31st. And for brought down, next month, first date, February 1st. This is how you should prepare a ledger. Now the ledger is in the complete shape. This is the format. This is how you should make the posting. And I shall repeat once again the ledger. The next ledger is, see, according to this, capital account. Next ledger is the capital account. The same thing, creditor, debtor, and the capital account we should write at the center. Capital account, we should write the same heading. We should write the same heading here. The same thing, date, particulars, same JF, amount. Then the same thing on the credit side also. Date, particulars, JF, amount. JF amount. This ledger is meant for the second ledger capital account. See the three journal entries. Where does the capital appear? In the first journal entry only it is appearing, not in the other journal entries. And the third two, the capital account is appearing on the credit side. Therefore, we should make entry only on the credit side. Why? The capital account is appearing only on the credit of the journal entry. Therefore, pass entry on the credit side. Not this capital account, but what is coming along with it? Cash. Therefore, cash account. By cash account, amount 10,000. The date is 2016, January 1st, by cash account. Once again, I repeat. Why should we post the entry here? Why should we make the posting here? We are searching for the different types of account. The first we have completed. Second type of account required for a ledger is capital account. Capital, where does it appear? Capital appears on the credit side. Therefore, the entry must be on the credit. Not that capital account, but which is coming along with this capital, that is cash, that we should write. What all we write on the credit side, just now I said we should use the word by cash account 10,000. In these three journal entries, nowhere the capital account is found out, nowhere else. Therefore, we can close the ledger now. We can close the ledger now. See, the same line is here. Leave a line space and close the ledger. Now we can close. What procedure we have followed in the cash account which is above? We found the total of both the sides and wrote only the greatest total on both the sides. So in the first ledger here 10,000 and there 6,000, we wrote the greatest total. Likewise here, debit side total 0, credit side total 10,000. Out of these two, which is greater? 10,000 is greater. Therefore, you write the greater total on both sides. Here 10,000, here 6,000, 4,000 is missing on this credit side. Here, this is 10,000, here 0. How much is missing? The entire 10,000 is missing. So you write the entire 10,000 missing. That is the balancing figure. That what we should write here. The balancing against the balancing figure, we should write balance carried down. Since this is the debit side, you write 2. This side carried down. Then on the opposite side brought down. Since it is credit used by balance brought down. The carried down amount, same amount here. to write the date for the carry down? The last date of the month, 2016 January 31st, and for brought out next month first date. This is the second ledger. Now we shall pass on to the third ledger. The third ledger is bank account. Third ledger is bank account. Third ledger is bank account. Write the heading in the middle. Bank account. We have written the heading on the middle and write the subheadings. Subheading, what are they? The same thing. Date, particulars, JF, amount. The same thing on the credit side also. Date, then particulars, JF, amount. This is. Now we are passing to the bank account ledger. Where does the bank account lies? First line means that is on the debit side. So the entry should be made there on the debit side. What should be written there? What is coming along with this bank account? Cash is coming along with it. Therefore, to cash account. What is the amount? 5,000. 5,000. Is there any other bank account in out of these three? Nothing. So with this we should close the ledger. So what we can do? We should close the ledger after leaving a line at the bottom. Then close the ledger. Close the ledger. Here we have done the two ledgers, the same thing we should follow. This side total 5,000, this side total 0. Which is the greatest total? 5,000 is the greatest total. So you write on both sides the greatest total 5,000. Here, there 5,000 is there, but how much is missing on the credit side? How much is missing on the credit side? Entire 5,000 is missing on the credit side. So you write 5,000 and here against it by balance carried out. The missing amount or the balancing amount must be written here in the particulars column in the name of by balance carried down. Since this is credit side, I use this term by. Since the carried down is on the credit side, brought down must be on the debit side to balance brought down. And the amount is whatever the amount is carried down, we should write under brought down also. 5,000. For carried down, last date of the month, here this cash account is on 5th. Cash account or the bank account is on 5th. So 2016 January 5th, and for carried down the last date of the month 2016 January 31st, and carried down last date and brought down next month first date. Next month first date. Okay, we shall continue the fourth ledger. Fourth ledger is the purchases account. So, what is purchases account? So, here purchases account. Don't write purchase account, purchases account. I have given the heading. Now you can find the purchases account on the debit. I said already this first line for debit, second line for credit. So the purchases account appears on the debit side. Therefore, we should pass the entry on the debit. Not the purchases account which is coming along with this cash account. Therefore, we should write there cash account to cash account 1000. The date of posting is the 7th, 2016, January 7. Now, is there any other entry for purchases account? No. This is the only and the one place which is appearing purchases account out of these three journal entries. So, we have passed the entry. Now, we can find the total for this ledger. Debit side 1000, credit side total 0. The greater total on both the sides is the 1000 amount you write on both the sides. And how much is missing on the credit side? Entire 1000 is missing, otherwise it is called balancing figure. And you write the missing amount, that is balancing amount, and against it you write balance carried down. Since it is on the credit side, we have written by. So by balance carried down. And the opposite side of carried down will be balance brought down. Balance brought down, it is 1000. For carried down last date of the month, that is 2016 January 31st, and for brought down next month first date February 1st. That's all the problem number 1. We shall continue the problem number 2 now.